Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Josh. Welcome back to another toy review, and we're here to take a look at another Godzilla vs. Kong figure. And today we're going to be taking a look at Hong Kong Battle Kong. Whew, that's a mouthful. That's a lot of Kongs. So yeah, this figure is of course supposed to be based off of the epic battle that he has with Godzilla in Hong Kong. And as you can see, you have this I guess kind of sort of bright colors, the blue and the purple. I mean, uh, you know, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. I like this figure, but I don't know. I just like Godzilla's better. I think it's pretty obvious, I I wanted to save that till like towards the end of the review, but I can't help it. I just have to say it. It's not my favorite out of the bunch, So before I take a look at the figure itself, let's take a look at the open box like I always do. This is how the figure comes in, and you got the logo right there, Hong Kong Battle Kong, alongside with Blockbuster Movie. And as always, each of the figure got their own little battle damage. And then when you look at the back, of course, you got the picture of the figure right there. It looks really nice for the most part, don't get me wrong. And, you get the little background of the city. And in case you're wondering, yes, it is the same background used on Godzilla's box, too. As you can see right here. Just a quick little comparison. As you can see, they are kind of the same, as you can see right there, except Godzilla obviously takes up a lot more space. And, well, no offense, but I think it's fair to say that Godzilla is just a little more better. And you got the other figures at the bottom right here. So, yep, that's pretty much it for the box. So, of course, let's take a look at the figure. Now, I think we've all known this already. It's the exact same figure, same sculpt, same mold used for the previous two figures of Kong. The other two was, of course, Kong with Battle Axe and Kong with Fighter Jet. It's the exact same mold, except with different head sculpt. Just take a look at it from the side right here. You can see how the blue kind of like, goes right towards this brownish kind of color. He got like kind of a light brown thing going on, unlike the Kong with Battle Axe, where you could kind of tell that it's actually a little bit of a more darker brown. I will do that comparison towards the end of the video, as you can see right there. This head sculpt, it's the exact same head sculpt as the Kong with Fighter Jet. As you can see, they're both the same figure, but there are, differences in paint, of course. It's not completely the same. There are actually a few differences. For an example, the Kong with Battle Axe right here, you see how his chest is black? And as for the Kong with Fighter Jet, his chest is gray. But if you look at this one, it's just pretty much brown, maybe a little bit of gray. You could kind of see it maybe here. Not as well though. It's just pretty much a brown color, which I don't really have a problem with, but I just thought I'd point that out just to show that there are a few slight differences with this figure and the other ones. And the same goes for the paint on the toes. I know you can't really tell that much, if my camera can focus, but okay. The brown does seem to blend in with the grays on his toes just a little bit. So at least you got like kind of a unique kind of paint job going on. It's not just splash of color on them. No, at least they tried to sort of blend it in. But obviously they didn't really do it 100%, Of course, we got to take a look at the arms. So, because the arms, it's pretty much the only noticeable thing about this figure. That's the only thing. Well, no, actually, no. You do got his little beard. It is painted blue. Just a little bit. On his hips, on his side, you also got that little blue color right there, the brightness of the buildings, because the fight does take place late at night and the city's pretty bright, so it makes sense. As you can see here, you got the purple kind of goes straight right there, and you got the blue, and like I say, the blending kind of thing kind of dies down when you get to the hand. It's just like a normal Kong hand, as you can see. And the battle damage is interesting because it's the exact same as the other ones, but of course, because he's such a bright color, That scar, whatever you call that, the little injury he has, it's like so noticeable. You know, battle damage same as the other ones. Yeah. So let me see if I could. Well, actually, I'm struggling to put this thing back on. Uh, these things are always kind of a deal, hard to deal with. Articulation is, of course, the exact same as the other ones, He's very posable, you can make him do a lot of things. You can make him run, you can make him, like, kind of punch, Very good articulation. I never really have a problem the way he moves or anything. I think he moves perfectly, and it's good, So, of course, besides the little battle damage piece, he does comes with his trusty little axe, but, that is not a good paint job. I'm sorry. It's like they painted one side like the purple pinkish color, and I get what they were trying to do. Obviously, when you pose them with it, it's supposed to be kind of like this. But what happens if if somebody wants to pose them like this? I mean, you're just gonna have like this sort of brownish color right there, and it just looks terrible. It's not. I'm not like crying about it or anything, but I kind of wish they would have maybe painted this side, but it's okay, it's whatever, I guess. I will do a little comparison with his other axe really quickly. The brown color, I've kind of noticed that it is a little bit different on this one. It's a tiny bit brighter as this one, but not as much. As you can see, it's the exact same molding and everything, except for the paint job, of course, is different. Mine's is a little bit kind of on the bent side, but that's okay, The axe is made of a softer material, just like this one. Actually, you know what? No, now that I think about it, this one's actually a little bit hard. This one's actually more pliable. I don't know if it's because Playmates wanted to fix the problem that he has gripping it, but he never really has a big problem holding it. He holds it just fine, as you can see. He's gonna do some big damage with that. And I mean literal, like he like messes Godzilla up. But if you watch the movie, I think we all know what happens. So I guess slight spoiler, but whatever. It's not a big deal. So of course, right before we end the video, we had to do the comparison. Here he is with Kong with fighter jet and Kong with battle axe. Yes, just like Godzilla, he got the little trio thing kind of going on. Woo! It's pretty interesting. I like that. Wow. Very interesting indeed. There's nothing wrong with having a bunch of Kongs. Why not? Yeah, and of course, before we end it, let's compare him with his big enemy, the guy Godzilla himself. Sorry if I'm kind of talking funny, but it's like hot. And allergies are like, pretty crazy. So yeah, that's why I've been like kind of nonchalant this whole time. But here he is, of course, compared with Hong Kong Battle Godzilla. And I mean, of course, like I say, Godzilla's is slightly better, as you can see. I'm not upset with Playmates, at least they try with it. So, why not? You could reenact the fight scenes if you want. Why not? I don't know. I would show off a little bit more of the figure, but I don't really got like any good space. So yeah, let's reenact a certain scene. Why not? There you go. Anyway, yeah, that's about end it, for the video. Now, like I say, it's not my favorite figure. I give it maybe a 7 out of 10, I guess. There's not really much of a big difference between this one and the other ones, obviously. I mean, don't get me wrong, this one is unique, and I like the colors. I just kind of wish there was a little bit more, but one not too good figure doesn't mean that the entire line sucks, because don't get me wrong, Playmates made a lot of really nice figures for this line, and I can't wait to take a look at Battle Roar Godzilla. Sadly, I don't have them at the moment, so you don't expect a Godzilla vs. Kong review anytime soon. So until then, I'll be working on the next Ultraman review. I'm going to be reviewing some Ninja Turtle figures pretty soon. So that's what I got planned up next, So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel for some more. And I'll see you all in the next one.